Took quite some time for Dan Lefebvre to get back to pro football, get a win. Talk about pressure now to perform, and also the pressure of having a guy right behind him who they feel will be starting someday for the Toronto Argos.
I'm 29 years old. This is my 7th year playing professional football. If I feel threatened, I should retire, you know. Yeah. They made a trade for him. They believe in him. You know, he's going to do well in this offense. I believe in myself, though, too. That's where we get our enjoyment, you know, people like you and me, being put in these situations and being able to show what we got.
I remember a young Matt Dunnigan came into the game years ago. Same kind of thing. You know, people talking about backup starting and players through the years. You know the situation.
You're measured every time you take the field, so that's no different for Dan Lefebvre.
Whoa, look at this. Torrey Latanzio. Local guy has had an outstanding season. Another tackle for a loss here. 5 yards the loss in the backfield. Watch Latanzio here, the former Ottawa Gigi.
That's his second. And he just kind of splits a gap there and is in the backfield. That's his second tackle for the loss on the season. Timely for the Redblacks defense.
More pressure. Lefebvre lets it out of the backfield. Brandon Whitaker just gets past the original line of scrimmage. So both teams now 4 drives with 3 2-and-outs, and now we get some extracurriculars, and you might expect that in a game with already postseason implications hanging in the air here tonight. And again, we're not even in October yet. The importance not lost on either side, Matty.
One of the smallest guys in the field. We've talked about him already. Strong side linebacker, basically dime package. Jarrell Gavin's getting into it with the Toronto Argonauts. Gotta love it. Dynamite coming in small packages.
Off the side of the foot for Hairelahu, but it does bounce out of bounds. Well, tonight, Ernest Jackson's going to try to join old 77 Tony Gabriel, one of the greatest receivers of all time, certainly in Ottawa history. The Rough Riders, of course, known for the catch. And EJ Action Jackson is 1 touchdown away from equaling the record by Gabriel of 7 straight games with touchdown catches. There is number 9 having a good season. Sinopoli. So Trevor Harris, when we asked him yesterday, well, what do you think about that potential record of Tony Gabriel's?
If he's open for a touchdown, I'm going to try and hit him. That's what it comes down to. I mean, there's no like agreement or secret handshake we have or, you know, anything like that. It's just, I mean, Matt will tell you, it's just one of those things. The dude's open, you got to throw it to him, and he's found a way to get open and be in our progression at the right time.
Well, Ernest Jackson hasn't caught a pass yet, but he won't be silenced for long. Greg Ellingson, one thing about this offense, this spread offense, they spread the wealth around.
Yeah, they do, and why not? I mean, everybody out there can do the job, and Ernest Jackson certainly is a guy that's willing to do the dirty work for the Redblacks.
Turnaround spin move by Harris, and look out now. Sinopoli. Far side. Little deception that time. They had a 4-1 set. Harris went to his left, turned around, and gave it off to Brad Sinopoli for 22 yards. And what he's great at.
He's right here, and he's going to swing out here all the way around. Little bubble screen with 3 blockers out front. Nice block on the edge there by Greg Ellingson. And it's off to the races for Brad Sinopoli.
Moses Madu. Maybe half the first down yardage. What Sinopoli is also known for, besides being a former quarterback here at the University of Ottawa, is yak yards, and that's what he can bring.
Yeah, I'd love to see Moses Madu getting the opportunity to tote the rock, and Coach Campbell had a lot of nice things to say about him. Limited action and reps for this young back who hadn't played basically since 2014, and they're not concerned about him at all. They like him a lot.
Quick hitter. There he is. Can't be brought down. Ernest Jackson, who we asked Trevor Harris about him yesterday. He said he's really a hybrid guy. He's so good at so many things, but the number one word he used was power.
Yeah, you know, and he says he's lost some weight basically because of the rule changes in the CFL with no contact or 5 yards, so he's trying to get a little lighter. So he only goes about 210, but he plays about 230.
5 first downs now for the Redblacks. Once again, they go up the middle.
You saw that shiftiness right there, and that's what that Coach Campbell was talking about yesterday with this back. He says he's very crafty. Crafty is the word that he used, and he's going to get what he can when it's there, and you saw a good example of that right there. A lot of backs would have danced right there, maybe stopped in the tracks, but he made a nice crafty move in the hole and picked up 4.
Redblacks trying to find end zone again, struggling in that red zone. Can they do it this time? Paris slings it, and again through the hands of Chris Williams. And once again, we talked about it before, another field goal for the Ottawa Redblacks. Points on the board, but those field goals can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, and the ball's right out here, and he's going to go out there and sit down, but this is pressure, and pressure was the cause of this errant throw, and it's coming right up front, and it's right there, McFadden doing his thing. That ball had to come out a little quicker than Harris wanted to, and misjudged the height and the timing of that throw.
Milo buries it, so it's 6-0. But the Redblacks, even though they celebrate this, know that they've been hovering near the end zone twice, and those could have been 14 points.
And you know going in that is the concentration, because you're working at it in practice, you're working red zone plays, trying to create that efficiency, and it's just not carrying over to the football games. But in that particular scenario there, I credit the Toronto Argonauts for getting the job done defensively.
So the Argos with just 1 first down in this ball game so far. They'll scrimmage from their 35-yard line, just 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. Argo team that has not been able to put up big numbers offensively all season. Again, not a lot of continuity with injury issues. The Fever, though, play action rolls and an out pattern, juggling. And they are looking over and saying, well, they're not saying anything right now. It's either they're saying complete, but he did lose the football out of bounds. Here's Torrey Gurley.
Yeah. He is the second option for Lefevre, and
ruling on the field is a catch.
Well, I think Rick Campbell's already, he's loosening up his right arm already, because he's going to throw the flag.
He does have that challenge flag out.
Yeah, he's just getting confirmation from.
On the final play of the opening quarter. So we'll see if Rick does throw that challenge flag. We'll come back. And speaking of Rick Campbell, his famous father's in the house tonight. He'll join us in a few moments. 6-0 Ottawa. And Rick just threw the yellow challenge.
The UEFA Champions League rolls on as the best of the best in Europe clash once again.
Beautifully taken. Oh, what a wonderful hit.
UEFA Champions League Match Day 2, Tuesday on TSN.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Brought to you by Heineken and Nissan. UEFA Champions League sponsors.
It is a beautiful night for football.
They're on fire. This is the way it's supposed to be.
The fans have been waiting a decade for this.
The Alouettes are rolling right now.
Did you see that?
Where would you rather be than watching some CFL football?
A whole weekend.
No kids.
With the TD MySpend app, you can always stay on top of your spending.
Upgrade?
Yeah.
Manage your money with confidence with TD Digital Banking Solutions. TD, banking can be this comfortable.
Got him. Got him. Need him. Trajan McKinnon.
you're going to trade your best player.
Get your new Tim Hortons Collector Series NHL trading cards. There's a chance to find one of 87 personally signed Crosby cards. Get a pack today for just $1 with a drink.
Welcome back. There is Rick Campbell, head coach of the Ottawa Redblacks, did throw the challenge flag on that. What looked like an incomplete catch to Torrey Gurley, joined by his dad, Hugh Campbell, who used to wear the green and gold all the time. Now he's kind of traded affiliations with the Ottawa Redblacks. Why not?
I've got friends on all the teams, but, you know, blood is blood.
Well, blood is blood. At one time, of course, Rick was known as Hugh Campbell's son. Now, are you Rick Campbell's dad?
No, yeah, that's right. Coach Campbell's dad.
What's it been like watching Rick? You won 10 Grey Cups as an executive, as a coach, as a player. What's it like watching your son try to get his first as a head coach?
Well, it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but I really have confidence that he knows what he's doing, and I know enough to stay out of the way, so it's my turn to just watch him.
Coach Campbell, we got an announcement from Andre Proulx here. Excuse me.
I hope after review, right. The ruling on the field is reversed. It was an incomplete pass. It will be Toronto 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line on the left hash.
Coach, watching this and the challenges that we're seeing in the game today, how do you feel about it? Because that wasn't part of the game when you were coaching and racking up Grey Cup victories. Do you think it's helped the game, or does it take away from it?
Well, I can't give you a solid answer. I just think less is more.
That's pretty solid right there.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. And that is the Hugh Campbell way.
I like to challenge the officials to be able to make the calls.
Lefevre goes over the top. Big hit. Taylor Reed. And Scott Milanovich is looking at, and he's going to throw his challenge flag. So it's good that we have you up here to talk about challenges. Now, you've been watching the games, obviously, and you watch Rick a lot and the Redblacks, and we have seen a lot of challenge flags this year, and rules have changed quite a bit.
Well, at least we got the challenges out of the way early.
That's so true. That's
Toronto is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. They believe defensive pass interference occurred on their receiver number 32. The play will be reviewed.
See, now it took us about 30 seconds to get to that announcement.
Yeah.
And that's the beef that I have with the challenge system as we see it right now, is it just stops the flow of the game. Everybody knows that that's what they're challenging. And it took 30 seconds to get to that. Just trying to speed that process up and clean that up, I think, is important for the flow of the game, certainly from a quarterback's perspective, or even defensively, just the rhythm all of itself.
I've watched Andre from the first game he ever refereed. I have a great respect for him on the field.
And you've probably seen a lot of these officials come and go throughout their entire careers, and you know, I've seen him go into the Hall of Fame, you know, and been toe-to-toe with them on the field as a player and competitor, and then watch them retire and move on in their life. And these guys got tough jobs, and they do it seamlessly out there. Get a lot of flack in the process, but I think the direction we're going with the challenge system, and it has
after
been
review,
excellent.
There is defensive pass interference. Ottawa number 44. The ball will be placed on the 45-yard line. Automatic first down for Toronto.
I don't know if we've had back-to-back challenges all season long like that, and both challenges being won.
I think that's the important thing, and it all started with defensive pass interference, one of the biggest plays and penalties that could happen in a ball game, and I think to get that right was important. Now we're just trying to, now we're tampering with all the other calls and opportunities to throw flags, and creates a little bit of gray area.
First down again, second first down for the Argos, both by a penalty. And Lefevre escapes the pocket, and now we've got another scrap downfield. Vidal Hazelton, who just came into the lineup tonight for the Argos, is into it with one of the Red-Black defenders.
And it looks like it's going against the Redblacks, and this is a little chippy ball game, as it should be. It's such a swing game like this.
Holding Ottawa, number 24, 10-yard penalty, first down.
With Hugh Campbell, the Hall of Fame coach, with us in the Booth here tonight.
Yeah, we're looking right here, I believe. You're looking at the hole's going to happen right here. And it's Gabbins that's out on him. Here, he just throws him down like he's bulldogging him. And that's an easy call for the official.
So again, the Argos first down by a penalty. Deontay Spencer scoots outside. Spencer has a first down.
Yeah, Damaso Munoz, who's an outstanding football player, got a lot of speed. He gets outflanked here.
And here's another fight. And it's Abdul Kane. We may have an ejection here too. Torrey Gurley
lost a helmet.
Had his helmet off.
Yeah, you can see this coming. It's been brewing the last 2 or 3 series. Is a little extracurricular, and that's what do you expect from 2 divisional teams going at it, boy. I mean, I'm not going to say I like it. I'm going to say I love it. This is football to me. A lot on the line. Guys got to keep the composure, though. Don't want to hurt your team.
Well, Kevin Elliott was in it. Then he lost a helmet. Then Gurley lost his helmet. So Andre Proulx is left to figure all of this out. I'm sure, Coach, the word you would probably use right now is discipline.
Well, yeah, you can't have it after the whistle. That doesn't do any good.
Coach, I know when you were the head coach and had so much success, you had a lot of quality coaches around you. And in this situation, would you go directly to the player or allow your assistants to do their jobs?
The only way they could beat me, the player to go first.
I love it.
Great to have you, Campbell.
After the play was over, offsetting major fouls on Toronto number 13 and Ottawa number 14. The ball will be placed where it ended. It will be first down.
Well, after all that was kind of like a hockey fight.
Yeah.
Just give them both penalties, go to the box, and
that's it.
I've always wanted to ask you, when did you know that Rick was going to be a coach?
Well, when he first got out of college, he was coaching at a high school, and I thought he was doing all right. I didn't know he'd go as quickly to Oregon and do so well there. And once he got that break to go to Oregon, that really got him on his way.
Argos in motion here. First down again. Lefebvre, quick hitter once more. And lunging ahead once again is Spencer.
Coach Campbell, do you see a lot of yourself in Rick and what he's doing down there, how he holds himself and conducts his business?
Rick's smarter than I am.
Oh, come on. That's saying a lot now.
Yeah, no, Rick does a great job. I like the way he coaches, and I like the way that he stays ahead of things.
That's coming from the winningest coach of all time as far as percentage goes, and set the bar high. High praise.
Another quick one for another first down near the 30-yard line. Torrey Gurley, how many times does it happen still? Does he lean on Dad's sage advice? Or
no, he's polite, but he doesn't lean on me one bit. I'm enjoying retirement. I really am. I stay out of it.
Louise is here with you tonight. She's accompanying you.
She is.
Yeah.
Sitting with Rick.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Once again, Lefebvre rushes on, swings it out, and Whitaker lost the football. Crowd wants a fumble, and they're not going to get it.
That's Munoz. That's Munoz. He wouldn't get it out flank this time. Whitaker's really shifting open field. We call him two-way for a reason because he's great at this out of the backfield. Lefebvre puts it on him, squares up, and Munoz is in great position to break down and make the open field tackle.
Second down coming up here. 6-0 Redblacks. Early second quarter tonight, sold out TD Place Stadium.
We're resetting the clock here.
They pump up that volume again. They bring the blitz once more and over the top. Going backwards.
Oh, no.
Is Spencer, who is corralled.
Fumble.
And a flag flies again, another flag, and it is on here tonight.
Yeah, this is called team defense and pursuit, and the play is going to happen out in this area out here, and I just want you to watch all the people redirect to the football once the pass is completed underneath. If you can freeze it right there, I can tell you right there. Watch this.
After
Just
the
watch
play was
these
over,
players come.
Major foul.
And it clogs up in a hurry for Deontay Spence. Watch this. This is flying to the football. This is what defensive coaches preach. Mark Nelson's got his boys flying around.
15-yard penalty. And this is sending it a long way back. The wind's blowing hard tonight. What about the atmosphere here? You coach in
It's
Indiana?
great. I love it here. They're not second to anybody. I'd say even Saskatchewan has to say this crowd right here is pretty outrageous. They're sold every seat for most of their games, and they come here to root for their home team. It's good crowd.
Liran Hajrullahu, 53-yarder. This is against the wind.
Come on.
This is not getting there. Jamil Smith.
Let's do it.
Look out. There he goes.
Touchdown.
There he goes. Call it, coach. Call it.
Yeah.
There it goes.
10-5 touchdown.
Way to go, you.
Way to go,
nice
you.
call.
There you go.
As soon as it left his foot, that's it. Touchdown.
109 yards. Called by the coach, Hugh Campbell, for Jamil Smith.
All right, that's it. I'm not leaving here.
I think he's with us the rest of the game, folks.
Good to see you, Matt.
Hey, Coach Campbell, always great to see you.
Coach Campbell.
Give Louise a big hug for us.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Thanks for saying hello.
Well, Jamil Smith's going to thank you for calling this one, and so's your son. Blaze of glory. Jamil Smith takes it to the house. And that's the danger, Matty, of that missed field goal from a long distance into a breeze here tonight. Scott Milanovic talked about his cover teams, specialty teams, and that time could not cover. Jamil Smith, 0 to 100, real quick. Hugh's son loving it. Return for a touchdown for him, and the first missed field goal return since the Ottawa Redblacks came back into the CFL.
Yeah, this is absolutely a nice job by Aston Whiteside on the point of attack. And he's absolutely just does a nice job. He's going to get some help. There he is right there, point of attack, and then down the field you see Kane right on James Jurachuk. Does a nice job of regrouping and getting leverage, and then it's off to the races.
Well, the Argos need a big response. That's the second kick return in Redblacks history, and both have come against the Toronto Argonauts. Well, deja vu for the Redblacks and the Argos back in early July. The game breaker. Punt return by Tristan Jackson, who's not in the lineup tonight for the Redblacks. And look at this.
That was just a sick return, Rod.
Sick return and not very good tackling by the Argos. And here tonight, Jamil Smith takes 109 yards for the touchdown. And Lefebvre using those feet and getting outside, and might have to do a little more of this. The Argos down 13-0. Let's take a look.
Sets this up nicely, starts up the field, takes a dramatic cut to his right, gets a block from Whiteside, and then one from Kane. And it's off to the races. And I love Hugh Campbell's call, too.
That was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That was special.
Boy, tough to catch that. Little guy goes the distance. Another return on the season. Here in the CFL this year, 10 kick return touchdowns. So, incomplete pass. The second down here for Lefebvre, who has been struggling out of the gate with this Argo offense.
It's been a little chippy game the first quarter, 5 minutes of play here.